love is someone who always fills our hearts with love, Maria.
I try to buy your love with food.
It totally works. There's nothing wrong with it.
And that was what, I mean, everybody does that at Valentine's Day. And I'm channeling my countdown to Valentine's Day. I get so excited. So we have our conversation hearts that remind me of elementary school. And, when, the boy you, gave you the one that said, hug me. My first boyfriend, Chris Boblin, gave me one that said, hug me. It was really exciting.
Now they say text me.
Now they say text me. I know. And so the conversation hearts were really the inspiration to do these beautiful, easy little cakes that you guys have at the counter. Because I was conversing with you via cake.
Oh, look at what everybody's saying.
Clearly, you got the message.
Because you
Wow. Thank you.
What did Chloe say?
Be mine.
Oh, that's sweet.
And too cute. Kimmy's is too cute because you are too cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
And now
Really?
it's baby.
That is-
Wow.
Oh,
That is-
baby.
yeah.
Speaking of, my baby really wants some of this.
Let your baby dig in. Someone make these.
Okay, so these are really simple, which I love. I'm a busy mom, last minute things. These are great things to take to school, by the way.
And sort of impressive.
They're very impressive.
People wouldn't think they were simple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you take your heart-shaped cookie cutter, and all you need is just whatever cake recipe you can swear by, basically. And so I stuck with the color theme of Valentine's Day. So there's a red. So if you like a red velvet cake, you could do that. And for your cookie cutter, you can see we have a relatively larger cookie cutter because you're going to be writing on these. You don't want to do these with anything that are too small. And I like to put actually the cake in the fridge too because working with
Before you cut them out?
Yes, because working with a cold cake will make this process so much easier.
It won't crumble.
It won't crumble as much, but you know what? Just for safety, so I'm just going to cut out a couple for you right here.
That is
A broken heart would be just so sad.
And it's such a fluffy cake.
It is, yeah. And so then what you can do is, because we do still have some crumbs, even though the cake was cold, what I like to do is pop this guy in the fridge just to get it extra cold, and you'll see why. So I will. Oh, I haven't opened the fridge in so long. Oh my.
And I love that you're wearing conversation hard skirt as well. You dress thematically.
I shopped for my segment. And so then you have your little guys here. And so what I did here, and so and it's cool. And
How long do we leave them in the fridge?
Until they're cold. I would say about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and just it's cool to the touch for sure. And then so this is a cooling rack that you put your cookies on when they come out of the oven. And Kim, I know you're very familiar with this. And so then a baking sheet. So then you just put it on top. So I will show you why.
All right.
One of my favorite little guys that I love working with. Candy coating chocolate. Who's surprised? Nobody, because I use it all the time because it's amazing how it hardens. The colors are so vibrant.
True.
So we have our cold cakes here, and
it's easy to work with.
Yeah. You want to do the pink one?
Sure.
And
it's very tasty.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you added coconut oil to your candy.
Yes. So a great tip.
Because she's trying to make it healthy.
I'm making it healthy.
Yeah. It's good for your hair and nails.
Oh, there you go. We are making healthy cakes. So with the candy coating chocolate, what you want to do is actually add coconut oil because what it does is it makes it so it's nice and liquidy like that. So then you can pour them over so that it evenly coats everything. Okay. So if you're a frosting addict like I am, and I am a self-proclaimed frosting aficionado, you actually could cut these in half and put some frosting in the middle. You could put frosting around the outside.
Make it like a ho-ho or a ding-dong. Remember ding-dongs when we were growing up?
I can't believe you just called Mark a ding-dong.
That's good conversation.
You just undone years of therapy, okay?
No, they have the cream inside and they have the chocolate on the outside.
I've actually been eating mine with my hands. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
Oh, yes.
It feels like that. Like
a
ho-ho.
ho-ho.
With your
Oh my gosh, you guys are so
Wait,
funny.
could you use, because you talk about frosting, could you use I don't know, frosting, a can, like what you would get at the store?
You know,
I'm not aficionado like
yeah, I'm an aficionado. So I would say for this part, if you're going to put it in the center, use a frosting that you like. Because this part, it wouldn't necessarily matter, but if you're going to put it around the outside, I would say use a homemade buttercream recipe. If you need one, I have one on my website.
But
feel free to go there.
Make sure it's something you can write on, too.
Yeah.
Remember, we're going to write on these guys.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll talk more about the frosting to use for writing once we pop that out. So you can see it covers it really beautifully. This is like a pedophore. And so they're the beautiful, things you have at tea parties. So sorry, we go back to the coconut oil. So it makes it really liquidy and pourable. And then, because it's candy coating chocolate, what you need to do is then I'm gonna grab this here.
Right.
Okay, if you let it set in the fridge, like this, it's gonna stick to the metal. So you want to move over
Parchment paper.
on parchment paper or like a wax paper.
Could you layer it, like if you wanted to super thick, like put it in, cool off, come back, pour more on top
Mark,
of
you
it?
can do anything you want.
Whatever your heart desires. Whatever your heart desires.
I'm gonna take this back over to the fridge.
I set them up.
And
Look,
then-
set them up to make it look.
Okay, so then these are hardened up here.
How long in the fridge?
Until they, I'm so bad. You know, it's like the Greeks say, bake it till it's done. It's like,
Until it's ready. If you don't know it's ready, you shouldn't be cooking. Well, you can't write that in a cookbook, Mom.
here, you take the rest. So this is a buttercream. I know. This is a buttercream recipe for writing on the hearts. You can do whatever you like. I like doing a buttercream for this. You can also use royal icing if it's in your wheelhouse. Royal icing is a little bit more technical to work with. It can be runny in terms of like,
Sure.
yeah,
It's
but it's
delicious.
delicious. I love royal icing. So if you are familiar with that, definitely use that. But a buttercream is great as well. I like making it homemade instead of store-bought because you can control the thickness.
Right, and I will say, by the way, I have had many buttercreams, and Maria's buttercream
It's
is by far the best. I think you should sell it. I'm not
You
kidding.
should.
It's so good.
That is
It's
the
true.
best compliment
Just,
I
I
have
mean,
ever.
go ahead, just boss man is fine. You rule. You can go with that again if you want.
Don't do that.
However you want.
You know what? You could actually write people's names on here too.
What?
Oh.
God. Can you go an XO? XO. Oh, how sweet.
That's for Allie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's for Ellie.
I'm afraid what Debbie's writing.
What is it? Debbie's writing a book.
We'll make everything will be available. There's our website. I don't know what she wrote on there, but I'm not sure.
Was that your nickname?
Ding. Yes, that's it. All right, stick around. We're gonna come right back. We're celebrating.